Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to Tarot Tuesday, the weekly series in which I read your cards for the freak. And if you don't want your cards read, we join each other in chat and say, hey, what's up? What's going on? If you're here, let me know that you're here and say hello. Don't be shy. The way this works is that you would request a card. And when you request a card, I read your card. Let's see. Laura, what's up? How are you? Becca, how are you, my baby? How are you? How are you? I haven't seen you in so long. I hope you are well. How's everybody doing tonight, by the way? Let me know how you doing. What's going on? This week has been a crazy week already. Like, it's only 2 days in, and I'm just going, what? Huh? Miranda! Derry, what's up? Derry, how is your husband feeling? Is he doing any better? Is it the same? I hope he's getting better. I know it's been crazy. Oh, I wanted to show you guys some things. I got a few things I want to show you. All right. So bear with me. I got some cool stuff. It is, Miranda. It's just a lot of stuff. Becca, it's been a lot. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Is he getting better? What's going on, Becca? Lori, Lori, how are you? I didn't see you last week. Well, I didn't see anybody last week. I was out. Yeah. Derry, he's a bit perkier. Okay, good. But he's sleeping a lot, I'm sure. Yeah. He's had PT. So, Becca, he's had PT for 2 weeks, 3 hospital visits. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys, everybody seems to be going through some stuff. Everybody. Um, it's like if something could go bad, it's going to go bad. All right, thing I wanted to show you guys. This little guy. I gotta get him to light. But it's the coolest little thing. When you light him up, the heat from the candle makes him start to spin. And so he just like spins, and you'll see like little stars and cats across the room because he's just spinning. It is the cutest thing. I was like, oh. And then something I wanted to show my thrifty witches. All right. Don't make fun of me. All right. There are certain vices that I have. All right. Certain things that I prefer. Cheese is a vice. I love cheese. Cheese, I love all kinds of cheese, right? But there's a certain cheese that I really like, and it's these little Baby Bell, right? Baby Bell. But I always feel really bad because I know these are more expensive. And so my frugal brain goes, how can I make this less expensive, right? All right. These little guys, if you've never had one before, these little guys are wrapped in their own little wax wheel. So they've got their own little wax wheel, right? So you take the wax off so you can get to the cheese, take it off. And you've got your cheese in the middle. Don't worry, I will be eating this later. You have the cheese in the middle. I dropped the wax. This wax right here, when you take it and you put it in your hands and you start squishing it together, you can actually mold this wax. You can actually get it pliable. You take this and you flatten it, wrap it around a wick, and now you have a candle. I have been making little tiny candles, little spell candles, out of my leftover cheese wax. So, say you are a closeted witch and you can't have any candles, right? For whatever reason, you can't have any candles because that would give you away. Cheese wax. Cheese wax wrapped around a wick will give you a candle. And you can, it doesn't have to be a certain color. Your spell work doesn't have to be a certain color. Would it benefit it? Depends on your spell work. You can use whatever color you want in spell work. It can represent whatever. This right here, though, can make yourself a candle without anybody knowing, and it burns really quickly. I'm going to go ahead and light the one I made. And you can see it'll burn pretty quickly. I used a old tea light, kind of the little metal container at the bottom, and I put that in there, and it's good to go, right? All right. Who is up for a reading tonight? Who is up for a reading now that I've shown you the cheese? I know that we had Laura. Laura's here. She was first in. Laura's like, I'm going to be first tonight. Becca, you're in. All right. How about Derry? Do you want a card? My lovely, do you want a card? And Miranda, I know you do. Lori, would you like a card? I'm sure you would. Oh, there you go. Yep. Yes, you do. Oh, my goodness. All right. Let's look at the cards that I'm choosing today. So I am trying to push myself to memorize the cards more often. A lot of times my readings have to do with being able to see visually a message on top of the bolded words coming out. But I'd really like to be able to memorize the cards. To do that, I'm going to force myself to use my death deck. Okay. This deck has the same picture for everything except for the major arcana. Okay. So I'm going to do that. Sneaky Leak, how are you? How are you doing? It's nice to see you again. Would you like a card? All right. So I'm going to be forced to use this deck tonight. I do have my Witch's Oracle. If for whatever reason I need some further explanation, I'll pull an Oracle card. But we're going to use this, and we're going to force me to memorize the cards. All right, Sneaky, I'll put you in. All right. And then at the end of this, I have a big announcement for you guys. So stick around to the end, and I will definitely have a big announcement for you guys. I see Christine's here. What's up? You can absolutely have a card. No, you can't. Forget it. You're not getting a card, Christine. Farida, how are you? How are you doing? From the UK. What? Holy Krizat Batman. That's super cool. So am I saying your name right, by the way? Is it Farida or Farida or Farida? Let me know. I will put you down, though, for a card. All right, we're going to start with Laura. Laura. Laura, you feel jittery. You like right in here, especially, like your muscles are twitching. Your muscles are twitching a lot. You got a major arcana card. You got strength, but it's in shadow. Major arcana not always has to do with major life things, but this one feels like a major life thing. Frida. It's pronounced Frida. Thank you. Thank you for helping me with that. I hate saying the names wrong. So you got strength, and it feels like a major life shift. The card feels like a major life shift. So in shadow, it is weakness. In shadow, it is distraction. In shadow, it is an overindulgence of what you want, like of knee-jerk reactions kind of thing. There's a part of me that's wanting to say, Laura, like you've become very hyper aware that you have a lot of knee-jerk reactions. You are hyper aware of the fact that there are a lot of times you leap before you look. This hyper awareness is making you stall, though. This hyper awareness is making you second guess some of the things. And some of the things that you're second guessing, your gut has told you the truth. You don't need to like further go into it. You should listen to your gut. What it's doing is it's not allowing you to listen to your intuition. So getting this card, I'm going to tell you, like, there are certain things that you are second guessing right now because you've become hyper aware of your distractibility. And because you're second guessing it, you're not acting on it. And these are things that you need to act on. You need to look at and realize that your gut is telling you the truth. You need to start listening to your intuition a little bit more. That's yours. Does that make sense to you, Laura? Becca, it is your turn, Becca. Yes, it does. All right, cool beans. Becca, there's like a pinching sensation on the back side of my left ear. It's a headache, but not a headache. It's just very uncomfortable. Yeah, I can add Rachel. That's fine. Hey, Amanda, what's up? Beautiful. I'll add you to the list, Amanda. All right. Becca, have you eaten dinner yet? Your stomach is grumbly, like you're hungry. Aw, thank you, Amanda. I know you. Becca, yeah, you are hungry. Why aren't you eating yet? Or is it that you want more of what you ate? Because sometimes we make things and I will go after a fourth plate. Because why? Because it's good. I like food. All right, I'm going to say this, Becca. There is a lot going on with your energy. There's something that you're doing. I'll tell you what your card is, but this is coming from back here, okay? There's something that you're doing right now that's sabotaging yourself. There's a lot of like negative self-talk, and it feels like there's conflict being created with this negative self-talk. Like somebody's very fed up with your negative self-talk. And so there is conflict because of this. And the message I'm getting is like, seriously cut it out. Seriously, like that's exactly how they're saying it. Seriously cut it out. This negative self-talk does not serve you or anyone you love. This negative self-talk is somebody else's thoughts that were incorrect. You don't get to talk to yourself that way. So before we start talking about your card, that is what I want you to understand, is that there is this push by your guides for you to know that you seriously have to stop the self-talk, the negative self-talk. It is pushing people away. Yeah, you are. I know what you're going through is rough. You've had a rough couple of months, but you can't keep doing that to yourself. Okay? All right. You got the 4 of Wands. And wands are always illumination to me. They're always the light, right? I'm being given information, right? For yours, so this one is like a celebration. The wands is that there's something coming that you've deserved, like it is lucky, like you're getting a celebration, right? When the 4 of Wands arrives in a reading, it can be a difficult card to expand on because its meaning is so bright. But it's worth remembering that its kindly nature might not be long lasting. Whereas it could depict a wedding, a traditional aspect of this card, or a honeymoon period, it does not describe the entire marriage. The card reminds us that there's still more to be done. So there's a celebration, like there's something that you're about to be given that is a good thing, right? Like this thing is about to happen and it'll bring some brightness to your life. It'll bring some happiness to your life. But this card is reminding you that once you get it, nurture it. Take care of it. Do what you need to do to keep that flame up, all right? So when you get this thing, realize it's great, celebrate it, but don't forget to be grateful for it. When you're grateful for things, more things come to you. Okay. So start looking at things and going, I'm going to say thank you. All right. But Becca, you're about to have a good thing. And I've seen that with life. Life for me, and maybe it's just I'm speaking from my experience, but what happens in life is something really crappy happens, like Patrick hurting his leg, right? Super crappy. It's been awful, right? Now you're going to get something really good. Now you're going to get something fun. Now you're going to get something that you deserve, and you deserve everything. But you're getting this as a kind of, okay, you've gone through the crap, now let's give you something good. You know? What does it say? It's been kicking your butt, but guess what? It's coming. The good stuff is coming. That's what the card is. The good stuff is coming. All right. Miranda. Miranda. Miranda, I start to pick up on your energy, and for whatever reason, I just got like this fluffy robe, like this white fluffy robe on. So like I don't know. It's not even like the hood is up. It's just like this terry cloth robe is what I feel. Just this fluffy robe. You're covered in a blanket. Okay, then that's what it is. I was like, feel like this fluffy thing all around me. Laura, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. By the way, somebody asked me off camera, why do I tell you guys the physical that's around you? And there's a couple of reasons why. One, I have found that when I give you an external, like, I can feel this, then you validate that I am with the correct energy. I am with your energy, right? The other thing is that it helps you put your guard down. When you realize that I I can feel you, then you're not putting up so many guards. You start to let your guard down. So so that's why I do it. I also hear music, Miranda. Just like background. You got the 8 of Wands in shadow. What's being turned off for you? What's not in full light for you? 8 of Wands in shadow. Feeling stuck, delays, not feeling ready for change. Stuck. Stuck is what caught me. You're feeling stuck. Like there are. Okay. There's a lot of words happening all of a sudden. I said that and your brain exploded into thought. Like it went in 500 different directions, Miranda. I said stuck and there were so many like aspects that you're pulling, right? There's so many aspects that you're feeling stuck in. Okay. So the message that I'm getting for you, because I was like, why do we need to validate that you're stuck? You need to understand why you're stuck. Um, the analogy that was brought to my head was quicksand. In quicksand, the more you move, the more you fall under, right? But if you kind of just get buoyant, you don't move too fast, but you get buoyant and you make slow moves. You make slow adjustments to get out, right? That's what this is. This is you rapidly go for everything, 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 and you try to pull everything in at once. This is your lesson. You need to stop because the more you do those things, the more you're standing still. You're not going anywhere. You're like, I'm doing all the things, yet I'm going nowhere. Yes. Stop. This is a moment that you're going to learn how to slowly make moves, to very purposefully make a move, intentionally make a move. Don't just make the move because that's expected. Look at things and then start moving. It's going to feel very off to you. It's going to feel very slow to you. But this is the moment that you need to do that. You need to move slow, make moves with intentions, not going crazy. Okay, Miranda? Head in the sand. Yep, that's it. You've got your head in the sand. The more you move, the more you fall down. So purposeful, intentional movements. Okay. You're welcome. And Ace, what's up, my Ace? How are you? How you doing? All right. I will put you in here. All right. Lori, it's your turn. Sleepy. Oh my goodness. I know this morning I did not want to get up. I was like, I have a bad habit. Here's the bad habit. My alarm goes off and I set it early so that way I have a chance to wake up because it takes me a long time to kind of equalize in the morning. So I get up early. I take my medicine, I go sit on the couch, I turn on the news, and I put on YouTube videos and I like scroll through shorts, right? And then I fall asleep. So I have a second alarm. The second alarm goes off. It's, oh, you got to get up and take a shower now. So my second alarm went off, and I was like, I don't want to get up today. I want to go to sleep. Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, yes, it does. I agree with that. All right, Lori. Lori, what is the deal with laundry? What's going on with your laundry right now? What's going on with your laundry? I say that because, like, I start to connect with you and I just get laundry. That's it. Laundry. Are you thinking about doing your laundry? What's going on, Lori? Woo, the wands are coming out a lot tonight. You got the 6 of Wands, and this one came in shadow, but I'm going to read both. You just did laundry. Okay. So I'm like, what is this? Um, I got this one in shadow, but it doesn't feel like it should be. So I'm going to read both sides and see. In shadow, it means failure, egocentricity, downside of fame, success without working for it. Downside of fame is sticking up to me. Like, this is the downside. It doesn't feel like fame though. It's like, this is the downside of happiness. That makes sense. Like, there's something that's popped in your brain that makes you say, okay, this is the opposite of happiness. And I don't know, I don't know, it just feels like there's this moment that you've had where you're like, well, okay. But the forward facing side of this, it is success. The forward facing is that you are becoming successful. You are becoming happy. You are getting what you wanted. So for me to want to read both sides, this feels like there's a little bit of both going on right now. There's something that you really want, and then the other side is just falling apart, right? So what is it? Is this, oh, it's your guilt. Are you feeling guilty? Like you're happy about something, but this other thing that is the opposite. It's the unhappy part of it. You feel bad because you're happy. That's unhappy. So you need to be unhappy and not happy. Does it make sense to you at all? Because it's going around and around in my head. It's what it feels like. It feels like it goes around and around and around and around in your head. Like you're arguing with yourself over your own joy. Yeah. It feels like you're going around and around in your head about your own joy. Life can be both. And that's what this card is coming up for. To tell you life can be both. It doesn't have to be an either or. And oftentimes it is both. There's a happy day and a sad day all in the same day. And don't beat yourself up for being happy. You get to be happy too. You get to see beautiful things. And it's the seeing of beautiful things for me that remind me that my bad days aren't always going to be bad. So when I acknowledge all the things that are pretty, all the things that are beautiful, all the things that are bringing me joy, the bad thing doesn't seem as bad, but it also gives me the strength to help whatever's going into that bad thing, right? If there are other people involved in that bad thing, me having joy in my life gives me strength and gives me balance to deal with that. Okay. So allow yourself to have that joy. Allow yourself to feel it. because that joy balances out this. So that way you can be more effective in dealing with this. So allow yourself happiness. Okay? Hey, Chad, what's up? Yes, Chad, you can absolutely get a reading. Sneaky. Sneaky, it's your turn. Are you still there? Sneaky. I don't know if it's because the word sneaky reminds me of sneakers, but that's exactly what I say your name and I get sneakers. Like a Mr. Rogers kind of thing, like putting on sneakers. Do you have a window open near you or are you outside? Because I smell outside. I smell the outdoors. I don't smell indoors. Why am I smelling the outdoors then? It smells like rain. That's what it smells like. It smells like rain. You have the Emperor. You have the Emperor. You're sick. Oh, can you smell anything at all right now? Maybe that's why. Like I'm just smelling everything wrong because you can't smell. Okay. I'm like, what's going on? It smells different. It doesn't smell. All right. That makes sense then. Let's look at the Emperor. So the Emperor is an authority, right? He's the Emperor. Okay. Um, it's a masculine energy, which the way that I've recently kind of come to understand it is you have masculine and feminine energy, right? It's not gender. It's just like the label for the energy. Masculine energy is a structured, very, very structured energy, right? It's not a creation energy, but it is a structure. It's a building, right? It's organizing things. But it's also a destructive energy. It takes it down. Whereas if you would have gotten the Empress is a nurturer, the Empress is a creator, right? That's the feminine energy, is the creation energy, right? So the fact that you've got the Emperor, it tells me we're dealing with some type of structure in your life. We're dealing with an organization. Either it is an organization such as work, like we're dealing with your work organization, or we're dealing with how you organize life. Okay? Um it's crazy. Okay, so what I'm getting through the back is that you feel very disorganized right now. You feel like there is nothing going according to plan. I have set aside this and it's not working. That's what it feels like right now. I keep getting the message of it's not according to plan. It's not according to plan, but you have a plan, right? You have a plan. You have a system. Stick with it. Yes, it's not working right now. Stick with it. Whatever you are about to quit on, don't quit on it. Do your due diligence. Do exactly the way it was made to work. Exactly the way it was made to work. And watch what happens. Okay? Now, it's not going to be what you think it is. It is not going to be what you think it is. But yes, you're going to get it. All right. Hey, Mary. Yes, you can. And Frida, it's Christine and then you. So I will be reading Christine and then I will be reading you. All right, Christine. Christine, I see the color blue. Your mini isn't too far off. Your mini is pretty close. Or either in... Yeah, your mini's kind of close. See, I want to say like your mini isn't close, but it feels like there's an attachment there. So that's why I'm like, she was next to you. Okay, see? I was like, she feels close, but she doesn't feel close. I don't know what's going on. That's why. Okay. She was next to you, and then she walked out of the room. Dang it. All right, so I got the right energy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Yeah, I'm being silly. She was en route. All right. Ooh, what happened this week? Ooh, what happened this week? You're not happy. This is the 5 of Cups, and it was in shadow. Cups are emotions. So when I see the cups upside down, it means your emotions are upside down. Like your world is upside down. Like you're having doubts. Having doubts. So let's look at the 5 of Cups in shadow. Not acknowledging emotional pain. That's your word. Not acknowledging emotional pain, Christine. You are burying your emotions. You're not feeling them. You're not feeling them. You're burying your emotions. When you bury your emotions, you don't allow yourself to actually get through something. We think that we do. We think that if we detach ourselves from these emotions, we separate it, and we put it away in this box and we, tape it with a bunch of tape and we never talk to it again, that somehow we're over that. But then a few years later, we get the same exact situation with the same exact feeling. And now we have to put that in a box and stack it over here with the other box. Until you actually go through that, until you actually process that pain, until you actually acknowledge why this has upset you the way it did. And what was it? Like, we can get upset daily about things, and until we know why they upset us, we can't fix it, right? You can't move past this obstacle until you deal with that emotion. It's not going to feel good, but you have to deal with it. You can't keep avoiding it. Okay, Christine? Your cards are always in shadow. All right. Frida, you're next. You're next. I love you too. It's going to hurt. But good things come from pain too. Okay? All right. Frida. Wow, Frida, there's a lot that as I'm trying to connect to your energy, there's a lot going on. Like, I feel like I'm in a small space. I feel like I'm in a small space. And I can't tell if that's your room or if that's how you're feeling, like you're compacting yourself. All right, Frida. You have the 5 of Swords. Decision time? Is this you're trying to figure out about a decision? So the 5 of Swords is about petty arguments. That's what the 5 of Swords are. It's about making decisions about these petty arguments, how to deal with a petty argument. See, as I said that out loud, like I know it's petty. I know it's petty, but it is what it is. And then there's also like this voice in the back that's like, I want to be even more petty about this. Like, this has upset you. This has upset you. I'm going to tell you the same thing that I just told Christine. Feel it. Feel it. Understand that this is a petty argument. You know it. But petty arguments come from a place, right? They come from like an actual hurt. Okay? So figure out what this petty argument is actually from. What is this hurt, right? And fix that. No. Do not apologize for the argument. It really feels like the other person deserved the pettiness. They definitely deserved the pettiness. Feeling abuse, toxic argument is killing me. Yes. Yes. The person deserves it. But you are having a lot of reactions that aren't matching the thing. The reactions are this petty argument, right? They're being viewed as, and there's a lot of gaslighting, right? A lot of gaslighting. So the petty arguments is what's being said. Like you're trying to start arguments, you're trying to be mean. Where is all this coming from? Like, what are you really angry about? Address that. And if that can't be addressed, then you need to address it within yourself. Okay. Oh, you're having a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun, aren't you? I am so sorry. Yeah, the petty arguments. He starts them over nothing. What is the argument about, though? What is it that they're really upset about? Because they're not upset about that, right? What are they upset about? What are they trying to do? What is it that they're trying to get you to do through that petty argument? Figure out what is that reaction that they're getting from you. Narcissists will a lot of times push us into reacting to fulfill something in them. Don't fulfill that. I know that sounds very easier said than done, and I know from experience it's not easy. Okay? You do your best, you stay safe. Okay? But figure out where is this coming from and feed yourself. Feed yourself the empowerment. Yeah. But why does he want to make you cry? Why does that person want to make you cry? What do they get out of it? They're trying to make you not love yourself, right? Because when you love yourself, you're powerful. You can do whatever you want. Keeping you like this You're not powerful. You can't do whatever you want. Get powerful, my lovely. They'll run in fear. All right. And we are here every Tuesday, Frida. Welcome to the club here. Feel free to come in and chat with any of us. Yes. Yes. Because then you won't run. You don't feel good enough to run. You don't feel like you can run. That's why they do that. Yes, that's right, Laura. Laura is right. We've got a great little community, and there's a lot of people in here that will be your hype person, all right? You come in and you're like, hey, I just need to feel good about myself. You're going to have a bunch of people in our community be like, you are awesome. Yeah, you can do it. You are powerful. Like, all you got to do is say, hey, I need a little boost, and we will boost you. This community loves boosting others. That's for dang sure. Sneaky, I do a live stream every Tuesday. Now, the only reason why I won't, if I'm not on a Tuesday, is because I have a rare brain disease. And some days I don't feel good. Some days I can't sit up straight. So I miss Tuesdays from that on occasion. But yeah, every Tuesday I'm here. And then at the end of this, I've got an announcement of how you might be able to see me some more. Just saying. All right. Becca's sister, Rachel. Rachel, why do I see baby? Why do I see baby? You got the Page of Wands. The Page is a messenger. Page is a messenger. So you've got a message. You know, I said I connect to you and I see baby for some reason. The Page of Wands is the youngest member of the Wands court, so it is likely that he or she will at times represent a child in this reading. This youngster will possess a youthful and enthusiastic drive, eager to become involved with their environment and get started on the next adventure. They do not enjoy sitting around for long and are usually brimming with energy and creative solutions to problems. So is this a child near you? A really creative, hyper kid, driving you absolutely bat-crap crazy. Am I right? Driving you absolutely bat-crap crazy, Rachel? This child has a very, very unique gift. Let them go through their process. Let them go through their creative hyperness. Watch what they're doing. And don't look at it as a very high perspective of this. I want you to start really looking into their little mannerisms. What exactly are they doing? What is that for? How can they use that? This child is starting to develop their own very, very unique creative talents. And the fact that you're getting this card tells me that maybe this is something that you need to notice to nurture. It's in your best interest to nurture this creativity from that child. Okay? All right. Now it's Rachel. Not Rachel, sorry. It's Amanda. Sorry, I had Rachel. Now it's Amanda. Amanda, my beautiful. How are you, my love? How is Ashu? Doing okay? Amanda, too late. I saw it already. You can retract that message all you want. I saw it. I saw it. Amanda, you guys are like, I can't with her tonight. She's too much. We gotta just, I'm gonna turn this off. All right. Amanda. Your feet hurt? I feel your feet. I feel your feet. It's like your feet are achy. Thank you, Laura. Amanda, as I'm trying to pull your card, I'm getting the feeling of upside down. That's like turning around and then flipping you upside down. Like things are once again turning on their head. And the question is whether or not this change is a good change. Whether or not this is there's also a worry. There's a worry. Okay. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is in shadow. And that worries me because the ace being in shadow, the ace is normally you get everything. See, the meaning of this card is like exciting new beginning, right? Like things are just starting and they're great, right? But you're in shadow. So things aren't great right now. Things aren't great. The one phrase that keeps coming up is lack of motivation. So in my head, I'm trying to ask myself, is this you or is this somebody else? Like, is this an effect from somebody else? Lack of motivation from somebody else is affecting you. But I keep coming back to you. There's a lack of motivation. It feels like it's not going to, it's almost as if it always fails. So why worth try? Like you are starting to settle for a rhythm that's not beneficial for you. Like you're starting to become complacent with mistreatment. It's my want. You have given up a bit. So I want you to stop. One of the things that I have learned over the last year, and if you've been in my channel for a while, like you have, Amanda, you know, I quit teaching a year ago and I jumped into real estate, not knowing a dang thing about real estate, right? but I had to keep going. I had to keep going. It might not have been, teaching was my dream job. It was my dream. That's what I wanted to do since I was 4 years old is I wanted to teach, right? And I left my dream job for something I didn't know. Very scary. But what I've learned over the last year is that everything in my life preps me for the next stage, right? And as long as I keep motivated to excel, I'm going to excel. As long as I keep saying, I deserve this, I deserve good, I deserve to be happy, I deserve joy, I deserve abundance. The more I believe that about myself, the more I take that in and I put that in my brain and I believe it, I know it, right? The more I see things changing around me, right? So I want you to understand this card is telling you right now, you're not doing that. You're settling. You're saying, I don't deserve it. It's not ever coming to me. It's not in my cards. It's not my life. It is your life. Start repeating over and over again. I deserve it. I love myself. I deserve joy. I deserve abundance. Okay? Just saying that to yourself over and over again will instill that motivation of going to do exactly what you want to do in life. But I think you've been hit with so many different things that you have forgotten what you want. And so now you're just settling. Stop it. Stop it. You deserve the world. All right? All right, my lovely? Start believing it. Oh my goodness, please do it. Please do it. Please just start cooking. Just start cooking, right? Like, I don't know if this is a thing where you guys are, and I don't even know if it's legal where you guys are. Heck, I don't even know if it's legal where I am. But in the areas that I've grown up in, there's something where people will put together plates, all right? And I was explaining to my husband this the other day. So you have like at home, you make a meal for like 50 people, right? Yeah, I know it sounds like a lot. But you put together like a meal of 50 people and you wrap them up in styrofoam things, and people actually pick up dinner plates from you, right? And a lot of people around here start off doing that and then they end up with their own food truck, right? Maybe, maybe something like that. Maybe. That would be fun. I mean, that would be cool for you to have your own like food truck, right? Right? Why couldn't you have that, Amanda? Why can't you have that? Because you've decided you couldn't. You can have whatever you put your mind to, whatever you put your mind to, you can have. It's a start. You're never going to get to what you want unless you take that first step, right? Like, I knew I wanted freedom to travel. I knew I wanted to be able to work from home. I had to take that very first scary step of like quitting my job. And I'm not saying quit your job. I'm not saying that at all. Okay. But take a step, you know, make plates and sell them to the people, in your neighborhood. Go from there. Right. Again, I don't know if that's legal where you are, but it's a start. It's something. And I do want to see the new baby. All right, Ace, it's your turn. Ace, you are tired. Your head is on a pillow, it feels like. It's like you're on something soft. Like you were, like, I don't know. pile of stuffed animals. That's what you're on. Okay. I was like, feels like you're on something soft. I don't understand. 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Pentacles is typically finance, money, right? So 3 of Pentacles. It was in shadow. Bad team player is the word I got from this. You've got somebody around you that's a bad team player. There's somebody around you that is causing some stress with you. They're not helping you get to where you need to be. Why does this feel like schoolwork? Why does this feel like a teacher? Why does this feel like there's a teacher that's kind of inhibiting your ability to do things? Like this person is like they're not giving you all the information you need in order to succeed. So that's where that bad team player is coming in. Like as long as there is that miscommunication. It is school related. Okay. There's like this miscommunication and that person is not working towards the same goal, right? They are a bad team player. I'm going to say can you request to not be around that person because it doesn't feel like they're going to change. Like this is just going to be what it is. So it's either a learning moment of how to deal with bad team players or it's a learning moment of how to speak up for yourself and get what you need. Okay? But this bad team player, you have to make a decision for that. You either accept it and learn how to deal with them or you make a move to learn how to cut them out. All right. All right. Chad, it's your turn. Chad, my head wanted to tilt down. Like, there's a little bit of lost energy. Feeling a little lost. Temperance. You got Temperance. Temperance. You're attempting to have balance in your life. That's temperance. Temperance is balance. You're struggling with it hard right now, aren't you, Chad? Struggling with where all this lies, where this comes into play. Like there is this weird spiritual battle that I feel, right? There's a push and pull. And you're trying to find this balance with this. And one keeps tipping. The one that keeps tipping, you might need to pull away from. If one is taking more of your time than being centered in, because what it feels like your spiritual realm is becoming more, it enwraps your whole life, right? Instead of having a balance, it feels like one or the other. You're never able to put these two pieces in balance. They're always off. And you've got different deities that are coming in that are like okay, so the energy that I'm reading is very weird, okay, Chad, because it feels like you've got different ideas of deities that are coming in, and I think you call them patrons. You've got different patrons that are coming in, and it's a very unbalanced feel. They all have like different messages for you, and so it's throwing everything off. It's giving you an imbalanced life. You need to go to your elder. Go to your elder. There's a message that you're receiving that you don't understand, and it's throwing things off. Go to your elder. Okay? Okay. All right. All right. Last person is Mary. Mary came in late. Hopefully, she's still here. Hopefully, Mary's still here. Mary, I'm very dizzy. Connecting to your energy is very disoriented. Fool. Well, Fool I know very, very well. Fool is a new journey. Fool is the start. You're naive to something, but it's something good. Like you're embarking on a different part of your life, right? This is a beginning of your journey. Don't take yourself too seriously. Don't take yourself too seriously. You will know nothing, right? Fail forward and enjoy the ride, because you are starting a brand new journey, and it's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be an interesting one. Should you do it? Yes. Yes. Yes, absolutely do it. All right. So, before I pull our guiding card for the week, I will tell everybody what I have told you I was going to wait for towards the end. We were talking about it last week, and I said we are thinking about doing a podcast. That podcast is coming to a reality. You will be able to watch it live. Hopefully, if I can get it to work on live, but you will be able to watch it live on Monday nights. We will be recording the podcast and be showing the recordings on YouTube. And then we will actually put our podcast out on different platforms for people to enjoy to hear. What is it about? It's about everything and nothing, but it's from three different witch perspectives. Three different witches in three different parts of their lives in different parts of the country. And we are going to discuss everything and anything. The first one being next Monday. It's just an intro. We'll talk about how we kind of got to the point where we are in life. And then our next episode will be ghost stories. We are going to talk about our paranormal experiences and the things that we have seen go bump in the night. And then for Valentine's Day, the day before Valentine's Day, we are going to talk about love spells. And I'm going to share some love spells with you, and I'm going to tell you why not to do them. So, yes, we've got a lot going on, and the podcast is a lot of fun. It will be myself and two other people, both friends of mine that I've known for quite some time. So it's going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. We have somebody that's in their 20s, we have somebody that's in their 30s, and we have somebody that's in their 40s. So different perspectives of life. All right. And if you guys have a topic that you'd like to hear us discuss, by all means, put it in the comments here in chat. Send me a comment on, a video. But absolutely, we're always looking, and we're looking for a name. So far, what I've come up with is sitting around the cauldron, right? Sitting around the cauldron. but I'm not in love with that one yet. Aw, thank you, Becca. You know why I'm doing amazing stuff? Because I deserve it. I finally believe that. I believe that not only do I deserve it, but I finally believe that I can. I can do these things. I might not know how, but I can. I just got to take one step forward and taking those steps forward until I figure it out. Okay? Here's our guiding card for the week. Actually, I'm going to pull an oracle card for our guiding card. Why? Because oracle is easier for me to read. You like that name, Laura? Okay. All right. Our guiding card for the night, for this week. Oh, we got observe again. We got the rabbit. You know, the rabbit also makes fast observations, right? They observe and they're very, very equipped at seeing what's going on around them and like listening to what's going on around them. They even feel what's going on around them um, out of self-preservation, right? So maybe that's what we need to do this week. We need to do a little bit of observing for some self-preservation, right? Listen, feel what's coming. Is it benefiting you? If it isn't benefiting you, be like the rabbit. Get out of there. Okay? If it benefits you and if it brings you joy, stay with it. If it doesn't bring you joy, stop. If it's not bringing you joy and it's not serving a lesson for you, stop. You don't deserve to be in pain. You don't deserve the ugliness of the world. Don't tell yourself that you do. You deserve happiness. You deserve joy. All right, my lovelies? Okay. Know that I love you, and I want you to be happy, and I want you to be safe. All right? Until next week, my lovelies.